Oké, welkom terug bij F1 2019 Career Mode. Vandaag gaan we verder met Career Mode voor race 8 van seizoen 3. Waar wij de Franse Grand Prix in zullen gaan. Zei ik seizoen 3, ik wilde ik seizoen 2. Dus ja, laten wij daaraan gaan beginnen. En vorig jaar in Canada liepen wij net mis op de overwinning. Max Verstappen van de race. Ik finish als eerste, maar ik had 3 seconden time penalty. En ik zat 2,7 seconden voor Max Verstappen. Maar hij won de race, want ik had 3 seconden penalty, dus ik eindigde 3 naar achter hem. Goed. We gaan hier dus de achtste race in hier in Frankrijk. Dus ja, we zullen zien. Lijkt op dat de chat glitch eindelijk verholpen is. Droog weekend, dat is mooi. Laten we gaan beginnen dan met practice.
You join us here in France at the Circuit Paul Ricard for an exciting free practice, hopefully setting the mood for the rest of the weekend. We can see, of course, plenty of activity in the garages as we wait for the green light to get this session underway. Anthony Davidson, thank you for joining me once again. What are you going to be looking out for once the cars get out there on the circuit today?
Well, naturally, in any free practice session, you can never be sure exactly what programs the teams are running, how much fuel they've put in, and so on. So it's important to resist the temptation to draw any firm conclusions from the fastest times on the monitor. What we can do, however, is look for consistent pace over the course of multiple laps. So if someone does half a Grand Prix distance, and they're consistently half a second quicker than another driver doing the same, then that's generally a good indicator of a car with a solid race pace.
I know it's tempting to focus entirely on the race, but we should put a bit of time aside to run the qualifying sim program. Try to run it before the end of FP3 if you can.
Oké. Laten we wat practice programs gaan doen dan. Hey Reese, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I was just talking with you on Hangouts. But yeah, let's get some running in then. Thanks a lot for tuning into the live stream. I'm probably not gonna spend too much time in practice because I don't have that much time.
Expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
Apparently we've got rain coming as well, so that's interesting. But I think I'm just gonna load a setup and then do a quali run to just get a time on the boards. If I actually have a setup around here, I probably do. From some kind of league race like SRL or DRL or something like that, if I can find anything. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's pre-season. That's a long time ago in SRL, isn't it? Not sure if that's the right setup to take.
It's pretty quiet out on track. We should consider getting out there.
I'm always really, haven't I even saved my SRL setup? Okay, well, I'm just gonna go for the preseason setup then, I guess. What have we got? 5-6 wings. Oh, that looks pretty alright actually. Okay. Damn, you're really not gonna be able to finish your career mode, are you? Well, it depends, because I have been against the rules a little bit this week, because usually I am not really supposed to Jeff, no, not now.
Apexes are the name of the game here. We have a bunch of deceptive corners that
I
lead
know.
straight into the turn-in point for the next
I've
one.
driven hundreds of
Turns
laps
1
around
and
here.
2, and pretty much the whole last sector follow this pattern.
I don't care.
So think ahead.
Yeah. Okay. What I wanted to say, usually I'm not really supposed to do anything sim racing, gaming, YouTube related throughout the week, apart from weekends. But for this week, I was like, I need to just hurry up a bit because I won't be able to finish it otherwise. And hopefully I will. I mean, I've got 3 weeks remaining, I think, until F1 2020, and about what 12?
Okay,
Yeah, 13 races remaining. So I need to do 13 races in 3 weeks. It should be possible, but I don't know if, yeah, I'm gonna make it, but we'll see. But to speed up the process a bit, I'm just gonna do a quali run and see how it goes. Damn, preseason, what a chaotic session it was. Yeah. Oh, I accidentally pressed the wrong button. That was nice. So, funny, I qualified third here in IRL last season, just gone, but got a 5th place grid drop, though, for tapping someone when coming into the pit lane by mistake. Ah, okay. Well, there's our teammate Russell, currently in P1. That's probably not gonna last very long. I'm gonna give him his space because, yeah, that's not getting held up here. But yeah, usually in the previous episodes in this career mode, I've always done every single practice program. But now I feel like I can rush through it a bit more because the car is a lot quicker this season, and also to just speed up the episodes a bit. That was not a very nice turn one, was it? Locked up the inside front and already 2/10 down. I don't really like this track as well, by the way, as an excuse. It's one of my least favorite tracks on the calendar. That's a little bit of a backhand loss, which isn't going to help the lap time. Coming up to the straight. 200s down. We may pick up a slight bit of slipstream from Russell. That was a little bit deep into there, but I managed to get it stopped without invalidating the lap. Up into hot lap mode again. Yeah, this is definitely some nice slipstream here. So thank you, teammate. Please don't hold me up now. Please don't hold me up. Okay, that's not ideal, but not too bad either. Probably cost me a tenth or two. Yeah, that was a little bit messy. I should have turned in later. This is my first lap of the weekend, in my defense. So my driving is gonna be a little bit sketchy. Yeah, this isn't gonna beat the target time, but anyway. We will go into P1. But we'll just ignore that there are still 37 minutes remaining and that nobody has set a time yet, pretty much. Okay. Damn, you're more dedicated to career mode than me. I get bored of it after like 6 races and you're on another season. Yeah, that's true. I actually like career mode, but the thing is, like I said before, I usually don't really have the freedom like to spend as much time as I want. I mean, I'm sure that you are in the same boat, or in a similar one. And of course, during the weekends, I'm often busy with league racing or practicing for that, and I've got MotoGP career mode and stuff like that as well. And if it was on me, I would have done a lot more episodes of career mode because I actually enjoy doing it. It's just that I can't really find the time for it to actually properly get into it. Like, it took me about 9 or 10 months to complete the first season. And, yeah. I mean, you will understand what I mean. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it at this for practice because that's clearly enough practice. You know, 1 lap. Who needs practice anyway? Let's see where we end up.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top
P3.
three, who are Leclerc, Magnussen and Skip. What an incredible practice session. The fun doesn't stop here though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
And also, like, throughout the week, I am always at my mother's place and I for there, so that already prevents me from being able to do anything. So yeah, that slows me down a lot. And also, on top of that, I was waiting, like, just after my PC started doing weird things. I was actually waiting and postponing my career modes for that because I wasn't able to record them anymore. And so I was like, I need to get these videos up first and get them uploaded before I progress into the with the rest of the races. And after a while, I just gave up on that because I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get my PC fixed anytime soon, so I'm just gonna carry on. But that also slowed me down because I was sort of like, I can't get too much ahead because I will be too far behind with videos. And yeah, I really really hated that my PC had to be like this. Actually, today I tried to figure something out again, but the thing is, I actually tried to go into the reinstall Windows with my external drive. I actually was like, okay, I'm just gonna take the risk to potentially lose all of my data. But the problem is, none of the stations on my PC, including my external drive, can be used to install Windows on because for some reason it doesn't support an external drive to boot on, and also my drives inside the PC can't be used because they aren't the right size or something. It's weird, but still, I just, whatever I try, there always seems to be something that prevents me from just starting up my PC. That's all I'm asking. But yeah, anyway, let's progress into qualifying and see how we go. Right. What are we saying? Dry session. Every corner leads into another. Okay. Be careful to get your braking right into 8 and 11. I don't know which corners they are, but I'll take it. Just gonna keep the same power unit. So let's go to Q1 then.
Welcome to qualifying for this weekend's French Grand Prix. The teams are making their last-minute adjustments before the lights go green and the fight for pole position gets underway. With me is Anthony Davidson. We've spoken at length about qualification in the past, track conditions, the competition, setups and so forth. But really, at the end of the day, it's down to a perfect or near-perfect run with no mistakes.
Indeed, Crofty. After all is said and done, it's down to the individual to deliver the best performance possible. The drivers love it, though. It's their first real pressure of the weekend, so they're super focused and ready to give it everything they've got. It's good to get the competition going.
I really like that British flag on George Russell's cap. That white and light blue actually really looks good. Okay, super soft tires, low fuel. Let's get on track. Did I say super soft? I mean soft, of course. It's been over a year and still I get them mixed up with 2018 spec tires. Okay, so that was a very slow lap, but that's so we need really to get into Q2. I wasn't pushing at all and I was actually being pretty sloppy, but anyway. It should be enough. Wait, does it say P18? Did it say P18 on the wheel? Oh god. I did. Okay, well that never happened. Wow, that's actually pretty surprising. I mean, that was a slow lap.
Right, it's not going to be easy getting into the next qualifying session, but we know you'll give it your all.
But I wasn't actually expecting
Checks
that.
complete.
Oh no, I didn't mean to.
Be aware, we have a car leaving.
Can't be asked. I can't even. I'm just gonna do a flying lap to just save my 1.5 minutes. Okay. We'll just ignore the previous session and pretend like nothing ever happened. Okay, so I do have to push a little bit. Okay, first flying lap then. Let's see what we can do. Slightly missed the apex. Wasn't too bad. Bit of a slide on the exit that did cost us a bit of time. Okay, on to the Mistral straight then. Opening up the DRS into overtake mode to help us on the straights a little bit. And then into high deployment. With once again, I think that's my teammate George Russell up the road. He is still pretty far ahead, so he won't interfere with this lap probably. Into overtake mode again. 53.2 first sector at 7/10 behind Vettel's time. Into this very quick corner. I understeer wide of the track. That's gonna hurt my lap time. That was a bit unnecessary. It is indeed Russell. Into this corner then. Briefly into second gear to get the front end to turn in. Russell actually pulls into the pit lane. Final corner then. Where will this put us on the grid provisionally for Q1? Hot lap mode, DRS open. 32.366, which puts us in P9. So that's not that high actually. So let's return to the garage and see where that will put us at the end of the session. We're in 15 pace. The pace really isn't good around here. I mean, yes, we were quickest in practice, but yeah, I must have been sandbagging a lot because 17th position. That's a bit worrying actually. Because that lap didn't feel like such a bad lap. We're in second to last.
Lap so far is a 1 minute 32.3.
I'm gonna have to go out again. That sound is very annoying, by the way. Okay. 40 seconds to go, so we are in last position. Can you believe it? I think we were on pole in Canada. We are last in France. That's not good. Okay, second attempt then. With 24 seconds to go. Let's try and get out of last position. I'm gonna stop talking to concentrate on the lap. Okay, purple first sector, that's promising. Let's keep this up. 8/10 up. Wow, we found a lot of time then. Look at that, we found a second. I didn't realize how slow my first sector was on the previous lap. Okay, we've improved by 1.2 seconds. P5, okay. That's a pretty nice relief. Because I was actually worried that we'd be able to make it out of Q1. That first lap was really slow then, because we improved by 1.3 seconds. I didn't think we would be able to find that much time, but that shows how much time you can gain when you just get a good lap together. Yeah, amazing. I'm actually surprised that I went so much quicker on the second lap. I guess track evolution comes into play a little bit, but that doesn't gain you 1.3 seconds. Hey Sandro, thanks. Thanks for tuning in. Well, there's definitely time to find though, but yeah. It surprised me how probably effective the track evolution is, that I was able to improve by 1.3 seconds. Anyway, Q2 then. Let's try again. Should I try it on the mediums? I'm not quite sure what the strategy is around here. Gotta continue my workout now. Might tune in again after. Okay, well, good luck with your workout. But thanks for coming by. I think I'm just gonna go out on the softs because I don't think I would have the pace to get into Q3 on mediums. So we did a 31.1, was it, in Q1? Let's try and improve that here. That was a big slide there. That's gonna cost me time. And this is my only set of softs that I've got left. Still only 2/10 down. So this might actually be... okay. Of course, not a lot of times have been set yet. 11 minutes to go. Yeah, that was karma. I tried to cut the corner to gain some time, but I failed pretty dramatically. So we're gonna have to go again. I've still got enough fuel. Ooh, look at those temperatures.
Zone. We need you to move up into the top 10. We won't progress to the shootout. Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Okay, final sector then. I got distracted by my phone a bit, so I ran right, but let's hope that it's still gonna be good enough. Hasn't been a perfect lap by a long stretch. Coming to the final corner, we're still gonna make it on fuel just about. It's gonna be P9. Oh man, we just made it on fuel as well. I've now just run out of fuel. Oh, P9, that's not gonna do it, is it? Don't think it is. Oh man, I shouldn't look at my phone notifications on the qualifying lap. It's just so tempting when a message pops in. Yeah, we've already dropped to P11, so am I gonna use another set of softs? I think it might be better to just leave it at this, to be honest, to just be able to start on fresh tires. So I think I'm gonna just fast forward to the end of the session. P11 is not a bad position because, like I said before, we will have freedom of tire choice. So I won't have to start on these worn softs. We've dropped to P... Oh, we've dropped to last, haven't we? Yeah, 15th. I'm 5/10 behind Grosjean, wow. Yeah, I think, again, the track evolution probably plays quite a big part here. But let's, yeah, progress into the race then. But the pace definitely isn't as good as what it was in Canada and Monaco as well, for that matter. Barcelona as well, to be honest. I think the pace around here is probably similar as what it was in Azerbaijan. So I think the AI is maybe a little bit OP around here because, yeah, I'm definitely struggling. So, yeah, let's go to the race then. We will start from P15 as long as nobody will pick up any penalties. I think I might actually change one of the engine components because the internal combustion engine is pretty worn. I'm also going to change out the MGOH and the rest of the things are still pretty fine. Turbocharger is going to go to the third column as well. I'm going to leave it at that. So without further ado, let's go into the weekend. Don't throw away everyone's hard work with needless heroics into turn 1. We've heard that before, haven't we? Oh well, Jeff's actually telling me to go for some heroics this time. Brake late, be brave, fight as hard as you can. Okay, well, thanks for the motivation, Jeff, and let's go into the 8th round of the Season 2 F1 2019 Castellet Championship then here for the French Grand Prix in Le Castellet at the Paul Ricard circuit. Take a bit longer to load.
Welcome to Le Castellet as we return from across the Atlantic for the 2019 French Grand Prix. Reintroduced to the Formula One calendar just last year after an absence of almost 3 decades. The circuit, Paul Ricard, where racing legends such as Alain Prost gave us some Turn 1 excitement before Valtteri Bottas and Sebastian Vettel and a commanding victory from Lewis Hamilton gave us a brilliant race last year. What, I wonder, will it have in store for us this season? The circuit Paul Ricard then, a 3.6 mile track, 25 miles east of Marseille. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, with the main overtaking chance expected going into turn 8. Top speeds today should be around 205 miles per hour. And it's an absolute pleasure to be joined once again by Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Skip. That was a great podium in the last race, so can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Bottas, Charles Leclerc and Gasly, Ricciardo, Albon, Weber and Lando Norris, Butler, Perez, Romain Grosjean, Skip, Hülkenberg, Raikkonen, George Russell and Carlos Sainz. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Stroll and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Okay, so the strategy, like this is what I meant. This is the benefit of not making it into Q3. We do have the option to start on the medium tires and then go to the hard compound on lap 12, which seems to be quite a bit quicker than the 2-stop, 6 seconds. So we're definitely gonna do that. And it seems like lap 12 is the quickest way in terms of balancing out the wear. I'm not gonna use a set of softs at the end. So this seems to be what we're gonna do for this race. In terms of fuel, I'm gonna take out a bit of fuel because this car is pretty alright in fuel conservation, and also the engine overheating is quite a big issue when I'm running too much rich mix. So I'm gonna go for 27.5 laps. In terms of the setup, I'm using 5-6 wings, 50%, 70% differential on and off throttle, and yeah, there you go. I'm probably going to adjust the brake bias slightly forwards. I'm gonna put it at 57%. Not using too much brake pressure, so locking up shouldn't be that much of an issue, but I just prefer to have the brake bias a little bit more towards the front because, yeah, locking up the rear tires can be pretty inconvenient, especially for the rear tire wear. So yeah, let's go ahead then with round 8 of the season here in France, and see how we go. Formation lap.
Okay, go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs.
Okay, Jeff. Yeah, the engine will probably get pretty hot, considering we are in the pack in the dirty air of other drivers. Grosjean ahead, he probably made us lose the race in Canada because I was lapping him and lost my wing on the back of his car. Or I damaged it anyway. Let's hope we won't hit the back of him this time here in France. Lovely.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected.
Hopefully they didn't wear out my tires too much. So Grosjean is actually starting on softs, so he's not going to run long. I just got some temperature into the brakes there at the last second. Okay, let's go ahead then with round 8 of the season here in season 2. I can't even see the lights, what the hell? I couldn't see the lights. They didn't come up on the screen, that was weird. That was a pretty poor start. I also forgot to change the ERS. We're down in pretty much last as we go to turn 1. Up the inside of a couple cars, back up into P15. Oh, Hulkenberg, are you serious?
Be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage.
I'm gonna go for a restart. Take 2. Okay, into turn 1 then. I'm gonna go for a third attempt. Nice. Okay. Forward lights, ERS into high deployment. That was a pretty good launch of the line. Into overtake and hold lap, rich mix, back into high and standard. Into turn 1. Oh, I got that. That was Raikkonen on my right. And I've already lost my wing. Nice. And a 5-second penalty.
Caution.
Just
safety car is out.
to add insult to injury.
And maintain a positive delta.
What are you doing, Raikkonen? Okay, I'm gonna restart obviously. It's pretty funny how he's not passing me. He's actually sticking to the rules even though I'm in reverse. Okay. Let's try again. Thanks, Grosjean.
Mind that front wing. It'll need replaced. Are you alright? Engine
Right.
off. Engine off.
Okay. This first lap is looking to be pretty difficult to complete.
Damaged. Expect a lot of understeer unless we replace it. Box, we're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. That's a decent start. Good job.
pit stop information.
Okay, you only have to stop once now. One stop left. Pit window will open in 10 laps time. Pit window opens in 10 laps. Is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone. this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix 2 soon. Gap to the car ahead is 4.3 seconds. Top 10 now. Keep it up.
What the Oh my god, wat de hel gebeurde daar? Dat kan je niet menen. Mijn game ging op pauze. Ik open het shirt menu, maar hij ging niet op pauze. Oh, dat kan niet waar zijn. Ik heb geen flashbacks. Ik kon letterlijk niks doen. Dat ik in het shirt menu zat. Ongelooflijk. Dat accepteer ik niet. Ik ga het waarschijnlijk een andere keer opnieuw doen. Ik ga weer over de start doen. Oh, ik ben echt zo in ongeloof dat het gebeurde. Het is echt heel jammer, het was echt een leuke race.
Let me know you're all right. If it takes too much damage. Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
Hey Max, dankjewel dat je erbij bent.
We're looking good from the start. Race officials have enabled DRS. DRS is now available. To car in front is 2.2 seconds. excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down. Gap ahead is 2.0 seconds. Is stopping now. Our gap to the car in front is 4.1 seconds. Hamilton has just taken the lead. Okay, you're in the top 10. Approaching the pit window, you'll be on the hards. Is 7.4 seconds.
Pit stop information.
Repeat that. There's interference. There's static over the radio. Say again.
Pit stop information. Pit stop information.
Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy. Your pit window opens next lap. In this lap, push now. this lap, please. Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Keep current.
Copy. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, this is Jeff. I need you to stop cutting the corners. If you keep it up, the stewards will award you a penalty. We've been awarded a time penalty. We'll go against our finishing time at the end of the race. In the pits. George in the pits. The gap to the car behind is 3.2 seconds. Recommend you box for a new one. A new strategy is available on the MFD. Seeing major wing damage. Box, box, box. Safety car deployed. The safety car has been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack.
Oké. Als iemand aan het kijken is, dan excuses daarvoor. Ik ben gewoon een beetje aan het klooien, want ik heb al met 7 gedaan. Ik ga de race morgen afmaken. Want ik heb helaas geen tijd meer, dus we gaan gewoon terug naar het menu. En dan gaan we de volgende keer verder. Dus jammer dat ik de eerste attempt niet kan afmaken, omdat ik per ongeluk PlayStation nu opende zonder dat de game op pauze ging. Maar we maken het wel de volgende keer af, dus ik beëindig hier de livestream. Dus thanks voor iedereen die erbij is.